This isn't a love story. It begins like one, soft and accidental, but even in the first moment you can feel the shadow behind the light. Dan sees Alice before he understands her, hurt, beautiful, drifting through London like she belongs to no one and nothing. When he helps her after the accident, she looks at him with the kind of attention he's been starving for, and suddenly he wants her, not just her smile, but the way she makes him feel seen. Their connection grows quickly, quietly, like two lonely people warming themselves by the same fire. They share long glances, small jokes, touches that linger longer than they should. Dan thinks it's fate. Alice thinks it's escape. Neither of them realizes it's the beginning of something that will burn them both. Months pass. Their life together settles into a rhythm, affection mixed with curiosity, desire mixed with the need to be chosen. Alice becomes Dan's muse, a bright spark filling the empty pages of his stalled life. But the more she opens herself to him, the more something restless grows inside him. And when he meets Anna at a photo session, quiet, elegant, a presence that pulls him in with a gravity all her own, Dan feels that familiar itch, that thrill of being noticed by someone new. The air between them turns warm, charged, too close for honesty. Alice isn't there to see it, but something shifts. A seed planted. A temptation invited. The slow unraveling has already begun. Desire doesn't stay gentle for long. It sharpens. It takes shape. Dan chases Anna with the eagerness of a man who wants everything, comfort at home and excitement somewhere else. Anna tries to resist, but there's a tenderness in him that calls to her, a sweetness she convinces herself is harmless. Their meetings become longer, their eyes linger too long, their conversations feel like confessions. A brush of hands. A shared silence. A moment that feels like a kiss even before it happens. The honesty they owe their partners dissolves into whispers they keep only for each other. Then Larry enters the story, bold, confident, someone who sees through pretense the moment he meets Anna. Their connection hits like lightning, sudden, intense, unavoidable. He loves fiercely, protects fiercely, and fights fiercely. And when he discovers Dan's secret interest in Anna, the quiet tension between all four becomes a storm. Lies start to spill. Lovers are swapped. Hearts are dragged from one hand to another. Dan craves Anna. Larry refuses to lose her. Alice tries to hold on to Dan with hope and softness, even as she feels him slipping away by degrees. Every kiss becomes a question. Every touch becomes a test. And every truth revealed lands like a knife. By now they are all tangled in a web none of them can escape without bleeding. By the final act, tenderness has turned into territory. Each of them clings to what's left, pieces of loyalty, fragments of promises, the memory of how things once felt. Dan begs for love like it's oxygen, desperate to reclaim what he broke. Anna keeps him close and pushes him away in the same breath, torn between the comfort of his gentleness and the brutal honesty Larry offers. Larry confronts the collapse with the heavy certainty of a man who knows what he wants and refuses to surrender. And Alice? Alice watches the chaos with quiet eyes, hiding the wounds Dan never bothered to see. She tries to stay, tries to believe, tries to forgive, but every moment reminds her she's been living in someone else's shadow. So she does the one thing none of the others expect, she chooses herself. She steps out of the circle, out of the lies, out of the need to be loved by people who only know how to take. Dan loses her without realizing she was the only person who truly cared for him. Anna loses the man she betrayed and the one she feared losing. Larry wins the battle but finds the victory empty. And in the silence that follows, one truth rises above the ruin. It was never love binding them. It was longing. It was need. It was the fragile hunger of four souls trying to fill their emptiness with each other, and breaking themselves in the process. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means everything.